snap, and then the defensive end. Both.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Too Fat to Play podcast. I am Austin. That is Ryan. Week 11 is gone. On the bright side, there's a whole lot of questions about football, but there's one thing we don't really have to question, and that's our friends.
Friends out there, Sticks Golf Lounge, they've been with us I'm going to just start saying since the beginning. They've been our biggest supporters. Decided to hop on last year. They're sticking around with us this year. So big shout out to them. Down on the Humboldt Square. Stop in, have a few drinks, swing a couple clubs. Let them know Ryan and Austin sent you. As you were alluding to, there's not just a couple of questions in the NFL. There's no questions in the NFL. I think you're wrong. Because it's just a gigantic statement of... It's not a question mark at the end of the statement, even though it should technically. What the fuck is happening? That's a rhetorical question. So yes, technically a question mark, and yes, technically it's a statement. What the fuck is this? We're gonna obviously get through the podcast the fucking podcast league fantasy, and get into what the fuck is actually happening.
Yeah, I don't.
Are the Rams actually the best team in the NFC? Because I don't think so in any stretch of the imagination. Although I can't fucking prove it.
Right, like at this point. I mean, first question. All right, first question. Who's a good team?
Where do you want me to start and where do you want me to end?
At good.
Okay, a good team. A good team, okay? We're going to say the Eagles, the Rams, the Niners, the Bucks, the Seahawks. That's out of the NFC. I'm not putting the Lions in there because they are too up and down. On the AFC side, the Colts, the Patriots.
Okay.
We're talking about the last 3 weeks, the Dolphins, but we're not.
It's fair. It's fair.
Average teams, everybody else outside of the Cowboys, the Jets, the Falcons,
the Browns, and
the Browns
Raiders.
and the Raiders. Yes. See, we know what a good team. There's not a great team in the NFL. We talked beforehand. You kind of made the statement of, I think by far and away that the Rams are the best team in the league. Who you're going to pick to win the Super Bowl today? And I can't fucking pick the Rams because yes, they caused a. I know what we're doing right now. We will get into the fucking fantasy league. I'm setting us up for something. You created a Sam Darnold pumpkin game.
Yep.
You're not getting that out of any of the other quarterbacks in the fucking NFC. The fucking Seahawks defense did exactly what it needed to. The Niners defense 2 weeks ago did exactly what they needed to. The offense didn't. That offense that I had this week, 2 weeks ago, would have put up fucking 15 more points on the board. There would have been less scoring opportunities. There would have been a 2-point conversion in there somewhere.
I was just saying, if it's just 15 more points, you still lose.
They still, yeah, but there's not the
turnovers that directly led to points.
Yes, like, and Eddie Pinheiro still goes down. It's just a week earlier, and to fuck everything else up.
Well, hey, at least you now have the former Rams kicker, who just got cut from Washington.
He got cut from Washington, who signed Jake Moody, who got cut from San Francisco to sign
on the practice squad for the Bears.
Yes. who beat Washington 4 weeks ago, on a game-winning field goal. All right, let's get in.
NFL. The only thing more stupid, our podcast league.
I don't know. I think it makes more sense right now.
I don't. I lost to Brett. That means Brett has beat both of us this year.
I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up. Hey, real quick, is Rashee Rice going to be a receiving option at any time in his career?
I mean, I would think so.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and throw him into my lineup.
I wouldn't put him there now, but
I ain't got much else of a fucking choice.
We've
Him
played-
or Ricky Pearsall.
Chiefs play the Colts this week.
Exactly. He's going to be lined up with Sauce.
But it's the Colts. We'll get into this later. Anyhow.
I can't wait. This might be the most fucked up episode thus far.
All
We're
right.
starting off strong, I'll tell you that much.
Recap of last week. Good Lord, you had a week.
Oh, yeah, I fucking did.
I lost to Brett, as previously stated. Ryan beats Disbro. What are you doing? Stepbro takes down Long Duck Dong. 2 thumbs up. Loses to Kareem Pies, which, hey, that means I'm still in first place. Sweet. D-Wack loses to Glory B to the A-Gap. And Beefsteak loses to number 1 Tally. As I previously stated, still the number 1 seed. Fuck yeah. A measly 116 points fewer scored than you, who's now in second.
Right in line to fucking disappoint this week.
2 thumbs up. What are you doing? God, there's a lot of... When did this league get so competitive at the top? This is weird.
I am on a fucking heater right now.
You're on a 5-win streak. So you're in second. 2 thumbs up. What are you doing, Stepboro? Number 1 Tally, rounding out the 7 and 4 teams. And Kareem Pies, auto-drafted and not able to log into the account, sitting up as the final playoff team. Beefsteak, Riley Reed option, Long Duck Dong at 5 and 6, Glory B to the A Gap 4 to 7, 2 Girls 1 Cup at 3 and 8, and D-Wack is at 2 and 9.
D-Wack has also been eliminated from the winners bracket.
This week, great. I get Kareem Pies. You are taking on number 1 Tallywhacker in a battle of 7 and 4 teams. 2 Girls 1 Cup against Beefsteak. Riley Reed option against 2 thumbs up. What are you doing? Stepboro versus D-Wack. Long Duck Dong versus Glory B to the A-Gap. So we are going to get... There could be quite the shakeup with the playoff teams this week, just because of matchups.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, now we just got to figure out a way to ban Lou from the playoffs because it appears he might make it, which seems wrong.
It's still early. I don't have faith. I'm surprised he hasn't fucking texted me talking some shit after all the shit I've talked.
On the bright side, I'm not the lowest scoring team that's currently in the playoffs.
Yeah, because if I win this week and you lose this week, and I reclaim my rightful spot at the top.
Bitch, you've never held the spot.
Bullshit. Week 2.
Okay, you've never held the spot at least 8 weeks into the season.
In any league. How many leagues have I been in where I've been the number 2 or number 3 fucking team in the league, and right at playoff time, my team shits the bed?
Oh,
Every fucking year.
Jesus. What a fucking dumpster fire this has been. Although looking at it, I do have, by about 50 points, the least amount of points against in this league.
That's such a stupid fucking stat in fantasy. It's like, how many points have they scored against you? It doesn't fucking matter. What was I going to do to stop them? No, please don't. Like, it's so fucking stupid.
Oh, Jesus, dumb shit. All right.
I do
Week
want to
11.
say one thing about that. I was your high scorer for the week.
High scores don't matter, Ryan. We've established this.
I know, but that's why I like it. because I get to let somebody know out there in the ethos. Some fat guy that listens to us with his phone underneath his pillow while he sleeps. He knows who he is. He just wrote my review today.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't wait till tomorrow. Week 11. All right. Jets lose to the Patriots 27-14 and are now going back to Tyrod Taylor. I think this game was pretty self-explanatory. Jets honestly scored more than I expected them to. The Patriots are, I think, the best team in the AFC.
Hard to argue against it.
And that, I said, the Jets put up a few more points. Obviously, we know how division games work. But Patriots did what the Patriots needed to do. It was never really a question of who was in control of that game.
Yeah.
Getting over to Sunday, the fucking morning game, the Commanders lost to the Dolphins 16-13 in overtime. And I saw one of the most offensive tweets I've ever seen in my life towards the end of that game. Well, at the end of regulation of that game. You know what European fans deserve? Overtime of this game. Why the fuck did they deserve that? I mean, they already had World War II. What other fucking problems did you want to put in there?
They put beans and peas on toast. They deserve whatever the fuck they get.
Was that game in England? I didn't think that
No,
was
it was
in
in
England.
Spain.
Okay. That
Doesn't matter. Fucking Europe. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them all.
Bitch, those guys are on an island.
It's all Europe. Some Austrian guy really wanted to take all of it, so it's all the same. Might have been my wife's uncle. Who knows?
Allegedly. Moving on. Carolina beats,
That's going to be the clip. That's going to be the one that fucking explodes.
Carolina beats Atlanta 30-27. Michael Penix is now done for the 5th time in 8 seasons as a collegiate or professional athlete. His season ends early to a season-ending injury.
I don't remember who I'm stealing this from, so I don't know who to give credit to. But I love that the Falcons spent a top 10 draft pick as well as $180 million on a veteran quarterback so they wouldn't be in quarterback hell. And here we are a year and a half later in quarterback hell with the same 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff. Good for you. Bucks take the hot L to the Bills. Kind of a fucking badass game. Josh Allen didn't look great, but the Buccaneers came out hot, and then the Bills team that could win a Super Bowl answered.
Yeah.
But I think this says more about the Bills and who they can be than the Bucks. The Bucks were the same team through and through. They just second, third, and fourth quarter they got a fucking steamroller. That's all that was. First quarter was Josh Allen thought he was playing the fucking Dolphins, and which is weird because he was at home, not in Florida. Which it didn't make any sense to me. That game was so fun to watch, though. It was just a fucking slugfest.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just that was what a dogfight.
I know I didn't put Buffalo in the good teams. I'm putting them still at the average, but if that second half team fucking shows up, I can throw them in the good team conversation.
It needs to be there a little more often.
It does. It really does.
Houston 16-13 over Tennessee.
Trailing. They were trailing.
Yeah.
They were trailing.
Just fucking whatever the good things we said about the last game,
take it back.
Inverse it for this game. Chicago beats Minnesota 19-17.
Is this like 4 weeks in a row that they've won on a game-winning field goal?
I do believe so.
This team should have 3 wins.
Caleb Williams is clutch, man.
How about this, Eberflus? You script your first 2 drives at the beginning of each half. I'm getting there.
Eberflus is not the egg
or
coach.
not Eberflus, fucking
It's Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, thank you. You script it because he plays incredible. And then you rip the fucking playbook out. You just rip it up, say, line up however you want to, run something. And can somebody just grab the motherfucker? How many times did we see all 5 offensive linemen on their ass on top of him, and not a single fucking defender's like, I'm gonna fall on this bitch. I'm just gonna fall. If they just tipped themselves over, there would have been like 42 sacks. No, they tried to fucking strip. Quit trying to strip the ball. He's not gonna fucking throw it to anybody in the pocket. Hell, the best way to fucking force an incompletion is make him stay in the pocket. You let him out, and somebody gets to run free. Roma Dunze, who looks fucking phenomenal. God, the weapons on that team are so good. Could you imagine? You said it. Baker Mayfield on that. Mac Jones on that fucking team. Somebody with some accuracy. Holy fuck. Caleb ain't it. I don't know. This is the worst 7-3 team that I've ever seen since the 11-0 Steelers.
It's fair.
Pissing me off. And J.J. McCarthy, what the fuck are you doing? You looked so good in your return.
Not.
Yeah.
And you say he looked good. He had like 2 good throws that made a difference. The rest of it was just what happened here. Yeah, the Vikings have some.
The Vikings are going to pay Mac Jones $160 million next year. And send a third.
I hope they do.
That's what they need. They should have never let Darnold go.
Yeah.
Hell, they should have tried to fucking sign Daniel Jones. You know that you're going to get one game where you're like, ooh, that was the old guy. Bring it back.
The thing is that they had Daniel Jones until they went, yeah, but we're going to start with McCarthy.
I know.
Like, he took less money to go to Indy because Indy was like, no, we're going to let you fight for the fucking starting job. Yeah. Green Bay beats New York 27-20. Green Bay is...
I don't know if they've picked an identity, but they fucking picked one last week, and it seemed to work. And I'll say this about the Giants. If they don't fuck up their head coaching hire at the end of the season, which I have zero faith.
Yeah, they will absolutely do that.
Absolutely. That has... Could you imagine 3 years from now a fucking Giants-Patriots Super Bowl? Like, if they don't fuck up this... If they don't fuck up the head coach, that's what we're going to get. That team, they're missing everybody. They're just about as hurt as the fucking Niners and the fucking Ravens.
Yeah.
And you march out there and do that? That's not a 2-win team. That should be like a 5-win team.
I also I have serious doubts for a team that I was very hot on to start the year. I'm having some serious doubts over what Green Bay even remotely can be.
Not a clue. Not a fucking clue. Like I said, they turned the ball over to Jordan Love this last weekend, and he looked. The next person that tells me they need to bench him, I need to ask that person if they think Brett Favre is a Hall of Fame quarterback or not. And if they answer yes, they need to sit down and shut the fuck up, because Jordan Love, at his best, is Aaron Rodgers, and at his worst is Brett Favre. It's the same fucking guy. It's what the fuck was that throw, and what the fuck was that throw? Back to back.
Yeah.
At his best, Aaron Rodgers. At his worst, Brett Favre. You got to keep rolling with the guy. I've not seen anything so egregious that I'm like, ooh, yeah, we need to get a new quarterback in there.
Well, that, and then you think about who your backup is. Who, yes, has been serviceable for you. Malik's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. We all know that.
Yeah, the Packers need LaFleur And did you see Kurt Benkert's comments about LaFleur?
Mm-mm.
Said he's a douchebag. Like, it could. I don't necessarily see it because obviously I'm not in the locker room. I don't know, but Kurt was in that locker room.
I mean, the dude's last name's LaFleur. I assumed he was a douchebag.
But you would almost think in Green Bay, although they proved that they don't think this way with Mike McCarthy, if you don't start producing something, you got to go. And maybe I'll say it. What if Brian DeBall ends up in Green Bay?
The first 9 games will be great.
You're right.
After that, I have some serious questions.
Well, because then I know what I just compared Jordan Love to, but in today's NFL, he's a lot more Josh Allen, where his great throws are great and his questionable throws are very questionable.
Yeah.
So we also seen what Dayball was doing with Jackson Dart and a running back. Like, he finally had some pieces. He was not you seen the frustration on the sidelines. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is the call? You're going to throw the fucking flag on that? Of all fucking it was literally getting to the point where it was comedic how fucking stupid some of the shit was.
Yeah.
That the Giants were getting called for. Now, the ball should have been fired 2 years ago. We all agree. Once again, this was not like out of his entire coaching tenure, aside from his first season, this was his most impressive because they weren't supposed to win a game. They've won 2, and they've been competitive the entire time. That is the key to a winning organization, is being competitive. The last 3 years, they haven't been fucking competitive at all. And as soon as you get a fucking quarterback not named Russell Wilson under center, your team's competitive. You got a fucking juggernaut in the backfield who equivocally just like
Jughead.
Juggernaut. I'm thinking 2002 X-Men Juggernaut. That's who I'm talking about.
On the bright side, he was at Monday Night Raw and shoved somebody.
I couldn't give 2 fucks.
I just enjoyed seeing him again.
Oh, I mean,
it was nice to see the syndrome present itself like that.
How do you eat a taco? Do you command the taco? You make the taco your bitch?
Oh, shit. Moving on. The Bengals get beat by the Steelers.
Do you bring the taco to your face, or do you bring your face to the taco?
I'm usually laying on my stomach, so. The Bengals are bad. Then you have, the Jalen Ramsey,
Jamar Chase.
and Jamar Chase situation.
Oh my God.
Which I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Jamar deserves to be suspended for 1 game for spitting on him.
I want to see what your next, because we haven't talked about this, and I did want to bring this up.
He deserves a 2nd game for lying blatantly twice after the game. I didn't spit on nobody, bitch.
Oh my God, yes.
Like the dumbest shit. I didn't spit on nobody, motherfucker. There are 372 high-definition cameras pointed at you right now.
Oh my God, no shit. And it wasn't like, sometimes even with all those cameras, you're like, I can't tell if that was just like, if it was just a spit at the ground. This was a full-on fucking loogie.
Yeah.
It gets caught on the goddamn face mask and twirls off.
Yeah, this isn't spittle when you're yelling at somebody, okay? This isn't talking to Ryan on a normal fucking Tuesday, all right? No, the motherfucker hawked a goddamn loogie on Jalen Ramsey.
Looked like he'd been drinking a lot of milk.
By the way, probably not the guy you want to fucking hawk a loogie at. But you just, and then to go after the game, I didn't spit on nobody. He's mad at something I said. No, fuck it. Suspend him a 3rd game right now just because he fucking deserves it.
Just based on principle alone.
And
oh
then
my God, yes.
Monday morning,
Oh,
I get up,
so fucking funny.
turn on, get up, And all I hear is an entire panel of guys being like, this isn't Jamar Chase. This isn't who he is. He's usually a good guy. And I'm like, motherfucker, have you paid attention to Jamar's, I don't know, entire career? The guy is an asshole. An asshole. What do you mean he's one of the good guys in the NFL?
I'm so glad we've got so many clips to get us fucking taken off the air with this episode.
It's like, no, Jamar Chase has been a diva, prissy little bitch since the moment he got drafted.
Not to say he's not one of the best, if not the best wide receiver in the league.
He might be on the fucking Mount Rushmore by the time he's done. Like he could be competing with Jerry and Randy and Terrell, and he might end up being at that level. He is. And this is no slander to Jay Jets. He is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Oh my god.
He's also a little fucking bitch.
I fucking love it.
And then to go on the fucking post game and just bold-faced bullshit lie.
See what the funny thing about that? I didn't see it. Like, I was watching other games. I had all the TVs on. I'm fucking sitting there enjoying football. I didn't have that game on because I knew that the fucking Bengals suck. I did kind of want to see if the Steelers were going to rebound after that bullshit. But I just seen like a little bit on Red Zone. I was like, I'll catch up on that later. Didn't see the replay until Monday morning. I was like, all right, because I seen the post game.
Yeah, Monday was the first time I actually had a in-depth moment of looking at it.
Yeah, seen the post game, and I was like, maybe the NFL is known for doing some shady shit like this because no kick has ever hit the wires on a camera on the Skycam. Doesn't happen. It can't happen. It's impossible. Don't even suggest it. So obviously the NFL would never do anything shady like say something to get a little bit of fine money. Yeah. And then the video. And when it looks like the old claymation Christmas cartoons of somebody sneezing in a fucking icicle out their mouth onto Jalen Ramsey, and then you see Jalen Ramsey's right hook. Yeah, fine, Jalen. Ease off of him a little bit. Like, I think Jamar's lucky it was just a right hook.
Yeah. I just...
It was...
Dude, like I said, whenever it happened, I saw a clip of it whenever Red Zone cut to it. I'm like, well, I'm not really shocked. Those two, both notorious for running their mouths.
Oh, absolutely.
Unfortunately for Jamar, Jalen Ramsey has backed up running his mouth a lot more in his career than what Jamar has. But
yeah,
I'm just like, how, why? And then again, whenever I'm watching Get Up, and you're like, here's the video, and yeah, you can tell, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool. Give him a second game, because you want to talk about the integrity of the league. You have to be a representative of the Shield. This motherfucker went on live television and was like, nah, not me. I mean, there wasn't even a fucking glove to not fit. We can fucking see you.
I'm going to start calling him Shaggy.
Fuck me. Stupid motherfucker.
The two worst teams in the AFC that have winning records, the Chargers and the Jaguars. Jaguars blow out the Chargers. The Chargers look like dog shit. The Jaguars don't look special. The Jaguars score says that they're special. Nothing on tape says they are. And the Chargers just look lost without any kind of fucking offensive line. Kind of like the last 5 years.
Yeah, pretty well summed it up. Seattle, Sam Darnold pumpkin game a little bit.
And had a fucking chance to win it.
Yep.
Missed the field goal. Like, We started off the episode with this game. We're going to talk probably a little bit more in depth about this game because this one pisses me off. Everybody I see saying the Rams are the best team in the league right now. In fucking what universe? Sam Darnold had 0 touchdowns, 4 picks. They lost by 2 on a missed field goal.
Again, it's just because there's no fucking good teams. Fucking hate, like, at this point, you guys need to get just a little fucking healthier because you're gonna win a goddamn Super Bowl.
It's this fucking
Would you
year.
fucking do it this year? Because there is nobody, and I fucking mean nobody, that I'm like, yeah, that's a Super Bowl team.
I told my wife while we were watching this, I was like, this is the one time I'm rooting for the Seahawks outside of the Super Bowl. Against the Patriots. I've never once cheered for the fucking Seahawks. Generally, I want them to lose by 1 billion. The fucking Rams glazing because they're a fucking LA team with a winning record is absolutely asinine. Yes, Matt Stafford is playing phenomenal football. Yeah. The rest of that, I don't see how this team is any more dangerous. Oh, well, they've got Devontae Adams. Last year they had Cooper Kupp. If at worst, it's a lateral move. At best, it's still a lateral move.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams has a.
I think I would give Devontae the ups in between the 20s. I think Cooper has the advantage. In the red zone, I think Devontae. I think the advantage they present as a wide receiver, like Cooper's probably better between the 20s.
So
and then Devontae's probably better in the red zone.
My argument, not necessarily against that, or just obviously the way we think about football, is I do like my slot receivers to have the elite slant route because Michael Thomas Jr. Is fucking out there in LA right now named Devontae Adams. But Cooper Kupp can take the top off as well as run that fucking slant route. Cooper Kupp was deadly over the middle. Now, on the shorter route, Devontae every day of the week, when you get him one-on-one big linebacker, he's got the not that Cooper Kupp's small, but you get Cooper Kupp out there on a safety one-on-one, cutting across the middle of the field. I'm taking Cooper Kupp. Mm-hmm. And especially on the deep route. Not that Devontae has a bad deep. It's picking hairs.
They're both like they're both borderline top of the league talent. Like, it's not that one is bad and the other is good. It's just, like I said, for me, between the 20s, I would prefer Cooper Kupp in the way he plays. In the red zone, I think Devontae's a better high point jump ball guy.
That's where their offense differs this year, is now that they're working into the red zone, instead of staying out of the red zone and deep threading into the end zone. But that's where Cooper Kupp thrived. 30 yards out, a deep post route or deep corners route, you're cooked. You're fucked. Now they end up inside the 5. Devontae on a fucking slant route. As long as Fred Warner's not there to fuck it up for us, we're fine. Like, and for me, it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. That fucking defense outside of their defensive line is fucking dog shit. And I don't think anybody wants to talk about it. That team is the whole reason I picked the Seahawks is up until this point, Sam Darnold, even under pressure, has been able to hit JSN. He's been able to hit everybody on the perimeter. When the Niners started walking the ball down the field 2 weeks ago with Mac fucking Jones and Pick'em at fucking wide receiver, what were they doing? It was perimeter throws and then George Kittle over the middle. Mm-hmm. And you have that same style of offense in Seattle. And all that happened was you got Sam Darnold hearing fucking ghosts again, throwing shitty picks, bad throws. Yeah. 4 interceptions. You win by 2. That's the best team in the NFC? Get fucked. Abso-fucking-lutely not. I'm going to take fucking Sam Darnold on this one. I don't think he has a game like that against the Rams again.
For me at this point, like I have a hard time trusting Sam Darnold in a game that matters.
I don't disagree. I can't look. I'm not very smart. Say this every week. The Seahawks are built to annihilate that team. You've got a guy with a howitzer and JSN, and then Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. I get the Rams' defensive line does not allow you to.
Sam just missed Shaheed on a deep shot on down the right sideline.
Like, if he has a singular touchdown, let's even say, obviously the score indicates one touchdown takes 7 points off of the Rams board, and 7 points, that's a 14-point swing. A 14-point swing is not a close game. I said it to you before. If the 49ers offense that came out with Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall and the guys they marched out this week against the Cardinals, which was the perfect game to fucking march out your offense that's been injured, they marched that out last week against the Rams, you have a fucking 14, 16-point swing right there. The mistakes don't happen. And you get to the Niners and the Seahawks are built for some reason this season. The Niners, and it doesn't make sense. Usually they're fucking run first, not throw first, to annihilate this team.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just
the Eagles can't beat that. You want to know why? Because the Eagles can't throw the fucking football, and the Eagles have the same defense. Their defensive line is so fucking scary. But as soon as you scheme a wide receiver open, they are susceptible on the outside still. Their safeties, for whatever reason, forgot how to cover this season, unlike last year.
Yeah. I mean, say the corners in Philly are good. Real good. Well, the top two corners. But
it's how teams are walking the ball down the field on them.
Mm-hmm. And
it's still perimeter throws, and then as soon as you tighten up your man cut, because they're Philly's defensive backs, they love man coverage. They thrive in man coverage. As soon as they tighten up to man coverage and you switch to a fucking zone, a man beater, a slant route. First off, slant routes are the perfect play, especially out of the slot. They beat man. They beat fucking zone. They beat everything except for like the greatest linebackers in the world. That's the only thing that doesn't get beat by them. That and a shitty quarterback that throws it behind instead of leading the wide receiver. That it's either you're hitting them right here as soon as they fucking hit their break, or you're waiting for them to clear that linebacker and they're fucking gone. Like, it is the perfect play. Maybe I spend too much time in a Shanahan offense. It's the perfect fucking play. It literally beats everything. But that's how you beat those teams. You hit them on the outside, hit them on the outside, hit them on the outside. They switch up to man, and you're like, okay, we're going to put you back in zone where you're weakest. And you force it. You don't try and run the ball. You use the passing game to create a run game. Once you have to soften up your linebackers to drop back into coverage and they're not sitting over the fucking A and B gap, and if you get one, it just takes one running play against either one of those defenses. A good fucking double team on the one technique to move him out of the way. Once that running back gets up to the second level, that first play, their defense is fucked. Because they cannot recover after one of those plays. They've been beaten. And it's so aggravating that these are the two teams that we're fucking talking about being the best in the league. And I'm looking at the Seahawks going, they had a shitty quarterback day.
And lost by 2.
They lost by fucking 2. The Rams have 8 wins. How in the fuck do the Rams have 8 wins? They're winning like the Bears. Fucking barely, and it's pissing me off.
I'm having a change of feeling now, and I'm really not starting to like it. Because I'm starting to realize something. The team that's designed to beat every top team in the fucking NFL right now. And obviously, there is no cream at the top. It's just there's teams somewhere above the dirt.
Yes.
The team that's designed to beat every one of these is fucking Denver.
I don't trust Denver right now in the playoffs, but
I don't either.
what they showed me against the Chiefs was...
I left the Chiefs game going, that team's not that good. But Denver's the team that's designed right now to win the 10-7 Super Bowl we're about to fucking witness. I hate it here. Baltimore beats Cleveland. Shadur got in and rectified that entire Browns offense situation with going 4 of 16 for 47 yards.
The one thing I didn't hit on the 49ers game was George Kittle has joined a very elite...
I didn't realize I skipped over that game. I scrolled down too far.
No, you're good. There's just really, aside from Brock Purdy coming back and showing why he's the number one guy, George Kittle now has 53 touchdowns with with Brock Purdy. So, quarterback and receiver combination puts him in top 5 in franchise history. Obviously, there's some big names in that. Alex Smith, Vernon Davis have 55. I, for a second there, thought they were going to catch that one. Steve Young and Jerry Rice and Joe Montana, and I believe the other one was Joe Montana and John Taylor, if I remember correctly. But he is 5th very quickly, and by the end of his career, I think Jerry Rice and John Taylor had like a 144 and like 122 or something. It was some astronomical numbers that nobody else is going to ever catch, let alone there being 2 tight ends on that list, one of them being Brock Purdy for 3 seasons. 50 fucking tuds between the two of them. That's asinine. So congrats to Brock Purdy and George Kittle for joining a very elite list of people on those 3 touchdown passes. No, two touchdown passes. Christian McCaffrey had 3.
Nice. Baltimore looks like they're getting their shit right.
Kind of. They were down.
Yeah. I don't know. That was an ugly game.
16-6 at one point, and I was like, holy shit.
I was rooting for it.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted nothing more.
Especially considering what was going on my main screen. But yeah, but like I said, I think they're starting to get themselves in sync. I don't know.
And man, it's going to be so fun watching them make a deep run into the playoffs to get eliminated in the AFC Championship game again.
I don't know. I don't know if that team can get past either Denver or New England.
Divisional game. Pick what game they get eliminated in the playoffs. It's not the Super Bowl.
Okay. Kansas City loses to Denver. Kansas City, I said it last week, but I think we need to have a serious conversation about whether that team's going to make the playoffs.
One of those teams looked like a 5-5 team, and the other team also looked like a 5-5 team.
Yeah. I mean,
from an outsider's perspective, that was a very fun game to watch because at no point...
Frustrating game to watch.
At no point did I know who was actually going to win that football game.
Yeah.
And then the Broncos start fucking marching back down the field at the end of the game. I was like, holy shit. They're actually going to do it. I was like, no. There's no way in hell they're going to. And then I realized I have Matt Prater, and I was like, oh, yeah. Nope, they will. They're in Mile High. They've got Sean Payton's old kicker. Yep, they've got it.
Yeah. So whenever they completed that deep ball to Franklin, I think it was, they're on the left side, which, I mean, put them in field goal position, effectively into the game. And, I mean, that was the third play on that drive where Kansas City had a spot to give themselves a chance to end that game. And then the wide receiver is effectively uncovered.
I used to do the Fantastic Four play. Maybe I need to bring that back for next season. My favorite play of the weekend was right there at the end. I think it might have been the Chiefs' last possession, if I remember correctly. Troy Polamalu Jr. breaking up the pass, almost picking it off right over the middle of the field. Why we're not talking about Talanoa Hufanga more as I remember when Troy was playing the game and Brian Dawkins, which Brian Dawkins had different reasons to be talked about, Weapon X, but like when some of these safeties were playing the game, you talked about it. It was game changing. And I don't think that people are recognizing the greatness that is Talanoa Hufanga. The guy is all over the fucking place. He doesn't have the picks like he did in San Francisco, which is so weird to me. But he's always there. Pass breakups out of nowhere. He's in the backfield.
I think part of that is probably philosophy. I think with Denver, he's not playing with his eyes on the ball as much. He's playing a little more to the man as opposed to the ball. Which is what in San Francisco they play a little more to the ball,
right?
But I mean, no, Huff is easily one of the best safeties in football, and right now, if you've got a good safety, you've got a chance to beat Kansas City.
He just week in and week out, and I'm used to seeing it. I watched it for 4 seasons, or 3 seasons, because he was a fucking 7th round draft pick. 4 seasons, I got to watch that. Technically 3.5 because he was injured his final season.
Yeah.
I remember watching the ESPN countdown in the gym at the middle school growing up while we were in gym class because that was what they had on the TVs and stuff. And you always seen Troy Polamalu. And we've got one. We've got a couple in the league, but the one that just keeps jumping off the screen looks like Troy. He plays like Troy. It's reminiscent in today's NFL. He's as close as you're going to get to Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
The starting 30 yards back, and 30 yards back, you can't hear the play call. You can only see what's happening. To have the wherewithal to know I got to start moving now and being in the backfield as the ball is being handed off. Play after play. Not on design blitzes. Just having the knowledge and seeing the alignments and seeing how your defensive line shifts with the offensive line. How your fucking linebackers are calling for coverage out on the corner. Like, he plays with the cerebral intention of Eric Berry with the violence of Deshaun Goldson.
Yeah.
And it's not respected enough, and I'm getting really pissed off about it because it used to be a position that we talked about of great importance.
Yeah.
And now it's Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, we know these guys. When you're watching the game, they'll kind of talk about it. We don't talk about those guys anymore.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. It's absolute. We've done the right thing with tight ends, and we've shown them the love, and we're going to continue to do so. We've started seeing the same thing with offensive linemen. Let's bring back the love for linebackers. Didn't necessarily go away, but it's been fading. You don't have the love for the great ones that you see anymore. We need to start talking about just great football players and get off the fucking quarterback stick sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm watching too many football games anymore where there's so many other S-tier football players that get overshadowed by a fucking mid quarterback that had a great game. It's so aggravating. I love watching Denver just because I get to watch a fucking safety fly around the field. That secondary is terrifying when it's healthy.
I think he's sort of flagging Dre Greenlaw in his fucking pants.
I'm going to say something about Dre Greenlaw, and I love Dre Greenlaw to death as a linebacker. He is not the Will linebacker that he was a Sam.
No.
I don't think that you need to take the play calling away from him, but the Sam position fit his gameplay so much better than the Will linebacker did.
Sam, he was allowed to flow with the flow a little more. Will, he's a little more boxed in, and he needs to flow with it.
Yeah,
and wear pants that fit and knee pads. Dude, I don't know why I have this irrational anger with these fucking football pants that are like fucking mid-thigh, no knee pads, and I'm like, nah, bitch, I had to wear comfortable ass knee pads. We played Pee Wee football at the same time. Put your fucking knee pads on, bitch. Put them on. They can be the small ones. I don't care. Your pants need to cover your knees, and you gotta have knee pads. I can't explain the irrational hatred I have. Like, I saw some kid in college where, like, it was thigh pad, leg.
Tucked. He had him fucking.
And I'm like, bro, it's a good thing you're white. Otherwise, you'd be Chris Jones in this motherfucker out here. Did they score again?
They did. It was empty net.
God, you'd think after the first empty netter they'd have put somebody, I don't know, in the fucking net. But just, yeah, I saw it pan to the sky cam behind Mahomes, and all I can see is Dre Greenlaw with his goddamn shorts hanging out. I'm like, nah, throw the flag. Fuck him, throw the flag. That's not appropriate. I'm watching football with my daughter. She does not need to see that shit, okay? Cover your damn knees.
Oh, my God. Now,
Completely irrational hatred for that, but
that's
it
a
is
player
real.
I miss watching, is Dre Greenlaw, because he can't. He cannot fly around the field.
Yeah, because he's worried he's going to hit his fucking knee on something.
Okay.
You know what help with that? Some fucking knee pads.
All right, what was the next two games?
Detroit, Philly. We've kind of already addressed this. Not that Philly's a great team. They're a good enough team to beat a team that is inconsistent as shit, which is what Detroit is.
Not only that, but Detroit kind of got fucked on that call late.
Yeah.
But it's been
if we get into the teams getting fucked on calls here lately, I'm gonna have to do the thing that people aren't gonna like, which is reconvene on the calls that the Chiefs have gotten fucked on lately, and I don't see the need to do that because
it's once again in prime time a reoccurring occurrence of refs making the game about them.
Yeah,
because that was the most egregious passing outside of the fucking pass interference in the NFC Championship game.
the Ram Saints game.
Yeah.
No, if anything, if you are throwing a flag on that play,
it's offensive.
It's offensive pass interference on AJ Brown.
Pushed off like.
There was zero. There was negative defensive pass interference.
And ball not fucking catchable. I mean, where do we want to start with that fucking coming? First off, Rock Ya-Sin had no business locking down AJ Brown because that guy's bounced and bounced and bounced across the league, and there he was.
But as bad, Rock Ya-Sin, first round player. I thought he was going to be one of those dudes.
I was right there with you. We both said,
and as long as you're like, hey, you're shackling that guy man to man every play today. He's like, homie, I got you. You need me to do something else? That is the shit streak that I just left on the field.
Yeah. He's the man version of Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
Because Richard Sherman, you put him in man and he gets torched. For some reason, you put him in fucking...
Sammy Watkins never exposed that.
Why did I bring it up? Why did I bring it up? I try and make a fucking valid argument. Try not to.
You did a really good job of it.
I was thinking fucking Seattle days, the Legion of Boom, where he had safeties that would knock a motherfucker's teeth out when he was in man coverage, so he didn't have to worry about it very often. But no, you're going to bring up the fucking Super Bowls.
Just one.
Fuck you. Moving on. The Cowboys suck, but not as bad as the Raiders.
All right, to week 12.
Yeah, I don't want to talk anything else.
That game was, that game was so fucking. By the way, the only thing that I will talk about with that game, not even that game, Aiden O'Connell is coming back. He needs to be playing quarterback for the fucking Raiders. Not that he's great. Gino's ass. Like, ass. No, because that's Dak. Ass. All right, week 12. Thursday night, Buffalo at Houston. I'm taking Buffalo.
I picked Houston.
I don't hate it because I didn't love picking Buffalo. Houston's defense is really good.
It's so good.
I mean, it's quite literally the best.
I'm like, damn, they're good.
Yeah. And they're jiving. Will Anderson is. I don't know what the fuck has transpired with Houston on why they were so fucking bad, but like now everybody's playing like they know how to play football again.
Yeah, and they're just waiting on their quarterback to come back because I think it's still Davis Mills.
I think CJ's supposed to be back.
Is
this
he?
week.
I hadn't seen anything. Everything
believe
I'd seen was Davis.
I think he's he has points projected on Sleeper, and maybe that's my only information on that. Pittsburgh at Chicago.
I don't expect Aaron Rodgers to be healthy, and I fully expect whoever is it, Mason Rudolph?
It is Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. I fully expect them to be leading by 2 and lose on a fucking game-winning field goal for whatever fucking reason. I'm picking the Bears.
You got it all wrong. They're going to be leading by 1 and lose on a game-winning field goal. New England at Cincinnati.
New England.
Correct.
But close. For whatever reason, New England's going to allow this one to be close when they're by far the better team.
Yeah, I think.
Why?
I think Joe's
We
coming
started
back
this
next
fucking
week.
podcast right after the Patriots' reign ended.
If it starts
And
again,
we're
I'm quitting.
very close into fucking circling. If they're only down for 4 years, I think I'm with you. I think I might quit. I love watching it right now because I love the guys that they have in there. So far, it hasn't been a harsh personality or somebody to like dislike. But I also can't root for it ever again. Like I cannot.
Yeah.
I could maybe go, yeah, let's get you to one AFC championship game, but we're going to fucking stop there. Because if you're the first team to 10.
If they make it to the Super Bowl and lose this year, hey, that's a great season for you guys.
Fucking love it. Yeah, good for you. Don't do it again.
Giants at Lions.
Lions.
Correct. Minnesota at Green Bay.
I don't trust J.J. McCarthy. I trust Jordan Love more. Here's the thing. I don't trust LaFleur. Where the fuck?
Yeah, the fucking French. I think I'm taking Green Bay.
I have no choice. I told Levi this morning at the gym that I was. I'm not going to change from that because the Vikings should be good. But I think they're worse than the Giants, and they have a better record than the Giants. So that's what's upsetting me.
Yeah. Seattle at Tennessee.
Seattle by yes.
Correct. Maybe yes with 2 S's.
Yeah.
Indianapolis at Kansas City.
This one was actually really hard for me because I don't know what to think about Indianapolis.
I'm taking Indy. It's Kansas City versus Indy. This game is nightmare fuel for every, and I'm going to say this, the Chiefs fans that aren't on the bandwagon, the ones that didn't come over from the Patriots, this is nightmare fuel for Kansas City. Because Indy has fucked around and fucked up so many things for the Chiefs, and now the Chiefs are quite literally playing for their playoff lives. You have the losing tiebreaker against all 3 wild card teams that are currently projected. You have the losing tiebreaker against 2 of the 3 5-5 teams that you can have, that you are vying for the fucking 7 seed against. Quite literally playing for your playoff lives. I genuinely believe Kansas City has to go 6-1 in these last 7 games to make the playoffs. Anything less, Kansas City will not make the playoffs.
Well, I'm pretty sure Nick Wright said they've already won the Super Bowl.
Maybe. But I like to use reason and logic. Indy's going to fuck this up for us.
I'm taking the Chiefs. Chiefs are at home. Kansas City's a rough environment. I do not trust Daniel Jones where he cannot hear a play call.
It's fine. I'll fucking give it to Jonathan Taylor. Jets at Ravens.
Ravens.
Even with Tyrod Taylor?
Especially with Tyrod Taylor.
Okay.
Nothing against Tyrod Taylor. I actually really enjoy watching him play quarterback because when he has a great game, like it's a great fucking game.
And you know he's about to get injured.
Yeah. That was a little uncalled for, but it's true. Browns at Vegas.
I still haven't picked this game.
Wait, I did. Hold on, I did. But now I'm thinking, is Dylan Gabriel starting?
I don't think Dylan Gabriel's going to be available. I'm pretty sure it's Shadur.
I'm picking the Raiders. Yes, I just changed my pick. Unless Shadur does something outside of what we've seen last week. Because when Dylan Gabriel came into the game, there was a little bit of spark. There was a little bit of, hey, we're not completely fucked. I mean, it was still bad, but it wasn't.
Shadur came in waving his hand, trying to pump the crowd up because the starting quarterback is in the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
I have Myles Garrett playing quarterback by the end of this game, and the Browns winning by 3.
I also have Myles Garrett with 22 sacks. And Aiden O'Connell going back on IR after coming in for an injured Geno. Geno then has to finish out the game with whatever ailment he had. He's going to leave questionable, and they're going to be like, we're just going to pull you. We're down 13. Yeah.
Jacksonville at Arizona.
Jacksonville.
I'm going to take Arizona.
I don't hate it.
I'm feeling it. Jacksonville just got a big win against a team that they needed to beat. They're going to drop the ball and shit down their legs. Arizona's going to win.
I actually don't hate it. Jacoby Brissett hasn't been playing the worst football of his career. He's just played teams in his division the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and his supporting cast isn't great, especially since Harrison's hurt. Philadelphia at Dallas.
This is a trap game for Philly.
God, I hope so. I'm picking Philly, but I don't want Dallas to win.
No.
I just want both teams to lose.
Yes. I'm taking Dallas for no other reason than for whatever reason, as bad as Dallas is, they play the Eagles, and it's either fucking the last play of the game or 40 points. More realistically, like my head tells me to pick the Eagles on this one and take them with the over and the points. Like, just take it all. Put it all. My gut, and I'm still a fat guy. I like to trust my gut, is saying, for whatever fucking reason, they're going to fuck this up for somebody.
I'm here for it.
Which nothing would be more aggravating, because there was already talks on Get Up this morning about, are the Cowboys about to make a run? Yes, to the Bahamas.
I don't want to run to the Bahamas.
Just go play like fucking backup safety for the Cowboys. They're there every fucking January.
I mean, I'm here. I'll do it. Atlanta at New Orleans. Kirk Cousins versus Tyler Shuck.
Atlanta's lost 2 in a row. They're due for a win. I'm taking Atlanta.
I'm taking Atlanta as well.
I don't think that's good reasoning, because if it was Michael Penix, it would make perfect sense.
I would much prefer this game just get blacked out. I might get blacked out for this game. Shit, no, I think I'm going to help. Damn it.
Tampa Bay at the Rams.
Dude, I'm taking the Rams. I don't trust either team enough to go definitive one way or the other. And right now it seems like Tampa on the games that Tampa needs to win, when Tampa's available to make a statement, they come up short.
I understand. But the points that I made earlier about the Rams defense are going to be magnified and exploited. Emeka Egbuka is a massive threat, and that Rams secondary is going to have no idea what to do with him. Baker Mayfield is excellent outside the pocket. If they fucking just run a bootleg, a play-action bootleg, every fucking play, that Rams defense is beyond fucked. You keep their offense off the field, you walk it down the field with a fucking 5 yard. Or bomb it. Bomb it to the point that their offense can't, defenses get gassed, so can offenses. Like, it'll be a fucking shootout for a while, but I'll take the young guys over the fucking nursing home that they've got in L.A. On the offensive side of the ball, that is. Defensive side of the ball,
They
they're
got
very
Puka.
young.
One of the most, sorry to sidetrack off this, one of the most amazing things to me is that Emmanuel Forbes is a viable cornerback in huge moments for fucking the Rams right now. That dude, I worked with the Commanders fan when he was drafted. And he went, I think he's going to be good. And I'm like, you're putting your chips on a 150-pound corner who is now breaking up game-saving fucking passes on a weekly basis in LA. And it is pissing me the fuck off. And I really, really wish I still had a way to contact Joe and ask him how he felt about this. This would be fucking hilarious. Monday night, Carolina at San Francisco.
I'm taking the Niners.
Cool, me too. And I saw something on Facebook. We can move past that game. I don't think we need to talk about it. Because there's been a lot of talk about the Browns and Shedeur Sanders. Well, that's the first time he's taken first-team reps was in the game. That's going on and on and on about, the backups and this and that. And I laughed because I saw a post, and this does pertain to the Rams, so I'm sorry, but somebody posted, and they were like, Shedeur Sanders took over for a team, or took over at halftime for a team that he hasn't ran with the first team on.
Is this with Baker was with the Rams 3 seasons ago?
Baker got traded to the Rams.
Yes.
2 days later, led a game-winning drive.
Yes. In his postgame, he said, I headbutt a guy, I didn't even know his name.
Like, the people that are up in arms because your backup quarterback, who's backing up a fellow rookie quarterback, you're not taking reps from your starting rookie. Your backup quarterback, who does backup things on a regular basis, does not get the same treatment in practice as the starter. This isn't new. You think RG3 was losing practice reps to Kirk Cousins? Like, this fucking idea.
Oh, there's another one that you can bring up, also out of the NFC West. The guy just got a $250 million payday. We're going to throw the fucking last pick in the draft, drafted behind the guy who ripped his ACL in 4, week 3, behind the guy that took us to a Super Bowl. We need him to win this game against Miami. Rips them to shreds.
Yeah.
He was off the team when the season started. He was on the practice squad, was the scout team guy. Like, Yeah, this whole idea that if you're a good quarterback, there is an adjustment period. Dylan Gabriel came out in relief at halftime and almost won a game.
Yeah.
The guy Shedeur was backing up.
Yeah.
This season, not that long ago, at what I wanted Shedeur to be good. I bought in a little bit to the Colorado hype. Way back when. I remember betting on the game. Like, I remember it was fun. Everybody loves Dion. Everybody but now it's getting to be just a fucking. It's not even annoying. It's just aggravating because we want to give him special treatment because everybody in the media told us he was a first-round draft pick. But you know what the NFL said? The NFL said he's a fifth. At best. Otherwise, because I don't care what anybody thought, the NFL is about winning, and they would have taken him in the first or second round if they thought he was a first or second round guy.
Yeah.
We made jokes and we did make comments about this was a sign to other players coming into the draft. Don't try and fucking muscle your way in.
Yeah.
Here we are. If that was the case, they would have took him in the 5th round, paid him 5th round money like they currently are, and then turned around and started him if they truly thought he was the fucking starter. We have now seen why Dylan Gabriel is ahead of him on the depth chart. By obviously not a lot. But we know why. Because maybe it's because I can see the similarities. The Mac Jones, Brock Purdy situation that we've all been fucking, unfortunately, did they score again?
This is a different game.
No, I thought they just scored. Okay, apparently not. I could have swore Minnesota just scored like 3 minutes ago, which I know we're only 2 minutes into the game, but there was a time. Okay, like somebody called timeout or the clock had stopped. I very, very, very well could have swore that they had just scored. But it's the same thing with the Mac Jones and Brock Purdy. Mac Jones is running this offense perfectly, efficiently, great. And then Brock Purdy comes back, plays a phenomenal half, and doesn't have to play the second half. The second half, he goes, here, you have it. You couldn't do this in the first half for whatever reason. Take it. I don't need the ball.
It blows me away the amount of pundits that are still, well, he didn't get enough first team reps. He's a backup quarterback. I'm sorry. You've got a rookie starting quarterback ahead of a rookie backup. And
as a Chiefs fan, if I walked up to you and said, we need to be taking first team reps away from Patrick Mahomes and giving them to Gardner Minshew, just in case he gets hurt.
No.
That's
and honestly, and it was weird, and this is going to sound weird, I give a lot of props to Cam Newton for this. Cam Newton on First Take was talking. They were talking about this, and he goes, I didn't lose snaps to my backup. He goes, granted, one of the biggest blessings of my career was having, oh, God damn it, did I just forget his name?
I'm trying to remember who he had as a backup.
Fuck, I was literally about to say his name, started my spiel, and then
lost it. Yeah.
Lost it. Yeah. He goes, I had a great backup. He goes, he took maybe 12 snaps with the first team offense all year. It's like, you've got a guy, you've got the guy. Yeah, you're not wasting his snaps to give your backup. Like, the NFL is different. Practices aren't what they used to be. And now, you're wanting to take snaps that are still important,
Right.
to your rookie quarterback away to the guy that you thought less of as a rookie quarterback. And oh, by the way, not to be that guy, if Dion hadn't forced Baltimore not to take Shedeur, he'd have multiple fucking games in already. In a better situation. In a better offense.
Yep. It's beyond ridiculous, the thought process of the Shedeur situation. Have I kind of wanted to see him out there? Yeah. Did part of me hope he came out and just fucking lit it up? Absolutely. Was I at all surprised 4 of 16 and being absolutely fucking annihilated? No. Not in the slightest.
Yeah.
Because for as incompetent as the Browns are, that's what they have been telling us all season.
Yeah, that's what they've shown you.
This wasn't we're hiding something. We're about to unleash the fucking beast. It was, no, we got some dude on the fucking bench. Big name. We don't know yet.
My favorite things that unleashed the fake quote of the fucking year that I've seen. Dion after Shedeur's debut. Son, I think we need to reassess. You're mid. I'm mid. Shiloh's ass. We should probably reconvene as a family and figure out what else we're going to do. But, all right. Well, we are going to get out of here and get you into the weekend before Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe it is already fucking Thanksgiving. It is, whenever we do our episode next week, it is the day before.
Holy shit, it is.
It is Thanksgiving week.
I'll be damned.
Shit's going crazy. But all right, we're going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy week 12. We will talk to you next Wednesday. Until then, be kind to each other, love one another, and always remember, fuck the Cowboys.